Hey folks, it's Kyle Rennie here with Midwest Habitat Solutions. What we're doing today is we're in northeast Missouri on a landowner wanting us to do some hinge cutting. So what I hope to show you guys today is how we hinge cut, what trees we pick, and a lot of that depends on the landowner too, how he wants things. So as you can tell, they're doing some work in the background. So I better get at it or they'll be barking at me. Hey folks, I want to go over again in this hinge cutting that we're doing, what trees that we're picking. I've got some experience with tree identification, so it's not hard for me to go around and know what tree everything is. But for a novice, it would be worth investing in a tree identification book so you don't cut down the wrong tree or something that you want to keep. A lot of the trees that we're cutting today are hackberries, elms, hickories. I cut a few oaks only because I didn't like the shape of the tree that was growing, and it was a good spot to really brush something up, and I needed a tree. But what I'm trying to keep are the oaks and any of the fruit-bearing trees like the persimmons. You don't want to cut every tree that's not an oak or a fruit-bearing tree because you want diversity. So I leave some. I only brush it up just enough to allow for more growth. Another thing I like to keep around are red buds, black cherries. Most of the trees I pick are hackberries and elms and hickories. And those seem to do a really good job of leafing out once they're cut. I've had some trees that die. Hickory can be a tough one. I've had some trees just die and some trees live. And I'm not sure why. But elms, maples, hackberries, they leaf out. They're tough trees. So that's just a few of the trees that I pick when I'm hinge cutting my property. Well folks, this tree here that I just cut is a hackberry. And as you can see up through there, we've cut some, lay them over there on the side. It really thickens up the property. Makes those deer feel a lot more secure. As you can see, when I hinge cut these trees, what you want to do is you only want to cut partially through the tree. You want to get a tree that you can handle. You don't want to get too big. But you can cut right through, half, 2/3. If you can push it over yourself, I like that. I like doing that better, pushing it over, and it leaves this outer layer hooked to the tree. And what that does, it allows the stump, the tree's not dead, the stump can still soak up nutrients, and the stump's going to resprout and try to grow a new tree, and the top that's laid over is going to re-leaf, and that's going to cause more secure cover for the deer and green forage for them all summer long. And even winter, with the dead leaves, I've seen them eat them too. So doing this around your property can really help hold the deer on your property, helps them feel more secure so they travel through your property during the daylight hours.